What is a stronghold? Oxford Dictionary defines a stronghold as 1, a place that has been fortified so as to protect it against attack, and 2, a place where a particular cause or belief is strongly defended or upheld. Now, both definitions pose a stronghold as a noun in reference to a physical place. But I want you to imagine this concept of a stronghold in the figurative sense, because the mind certainly is a place that is fortified, literally with a skull, and figuratively with beliefs, programming, information, and culture. And as with the second definition, it's in the mind that these beliefs are strongly upheld. Now, the way in which we defend our education, culture, beliefs, and past programming is accomplished through spoken word. However, humans have the ability to elevate and electrify any message through the usage of their emotions, which are our superpowers. Now, in this mindset philosophy, I propose that if humans are able to wield any kind of power on earth, it is through the usage of their emotions, and I make this claim based on what I just described earlier. For it is with the mind that we serve the Lord, and the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God, to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations. You see, a stronghold isn't something that's plucked out precisely. No. Strongholds are pulled down powerfully through the proper usage of our superpowers. And the tricky thing about life is that strongholds in the mind often develop unknowingly by default as we move through life. And it almost takes an act of God to restore a person to the beauty of their true potential. But once I got saved and changed my life around, I dedicated my life to working in the juvenile justice system to help troubled youth turn their life around. And what I found was a mixed bag of unfortunate situations centered around the harsh reality of strongholds and superpowers. Now, the interesting thing about working in the juvenile justice system is that undoubtedly you are going to feel and experience every emotion. And probably the best way how I can demonstrate how our emotions are our superpowers is to give you a heads up on what I'm about to do. So let's begin with a little laughter, shall we? I remember when I first started working in the juvenile jail in Pensacola, Florida. The unfortunate thing for me was that I was just about the same size and oftentimes smaller than the kids that got locked up. Now, this would cause me to face certain difficulties from gaining compliance from some kids who, they thought they could take me. I remember having to correct Lil Darnell for his behavior time and time again, talking out of turn, playing in line, or simply just not following directions. This one time, when I was escorting the kids from the cafeteria back to the dorm, Lil Darnell playfully slapped another resident in the back of the head, and he thought I didn't see him do it. Now, I already had to redirect this young man a few times that day, and we both were getting a bit frustrated with each other. So when I caught him, I turned to him swiftly and said, "Darnell, you've been cutting up all day. If you step out of line one more time, I'm going to have to send you to your room." Little Darnell stood there with his hands behind his back, calm, cool, and collected. And with a straight face, he turned to me and said, "Man, fuck you." Immediately, all the kids busted out laughing. And I was so shocked and taken aback, and I wanted to laugh myself, but I just had to let him make it, okay? He got me, all right? Then there was that time when the fight broke out between rival gang members in the Fort Worth jail. One loudmouth kept popping off to another kid who, let's call him the smooth criminal. And eventually, the smooth criminal shocked us all. After recreation was over and it was time for lights out, staff started taking the residents to their cells, and in the midst of that, the fight broke out. Now, the loudmouth, he wasn't a threat at all, okay? He was actually getting hurt pretty badly. So I rushed over to the smooth criminal, grabbed him from the back, placed him on the ground, and held him there until he calmed down. Now, of course, I'm trained and skilled in self-defense and de-escalation. But as I'm holding this young man down, he's kicking, screaming, and cursing me out. "Move! Get off of me! I'm going to whoop his ass. And when you get off me, I'm going to whoop your ass. Whoa, wait a minute. Then, due to the position that we were in, he's on his stomach and I'm on top of him holding his hands and his arms behind his back. In the midst of him cursing me and trying to fight me, he then says, as a matter of fact, what you got in your pockets? Now, I admit, this kid was strong and he had the drop on me, okay? Even though I had him pinned down, he started moving his hands and fingers, and somehow he was able to reach into my front and back pockets. And unfortunately for me, I hadn't removed the items from my pockets the last time I wore those jeans. So when the smooth criminal proceeded to pull out a lifestyle condom wrapper out of my back pocket and saw what it was, he then started yelling for the entire dorm to hear, oh, hell no, Louis got a small dick. Hey, somebody come get this small dick little nigga off of me, man. Hey, listen, I'm 16 years old and I wear Trojan magnets, man. Somebody come get this square-ass little dick nigga off of me. Once again, I had to shake my head and take that L, okay? What else could I say at that point? But then there were countless other young men and women who were facing 20 years to life that brought about different emotions, all right? There was AD, a young man who had shot and killed another teenager and who was facing life in prison. I was there for him, to comfort him and stand in the gap for him whenever his mom had passed away from AIDS. Then there was young Symphony, a precious little 13-year-old girl who was addicted to heroin. We had to witness this precious baby fight through withdrawals in her cell, and we had to watch as she returned to our care time and time again as she battled her addiction in that juvenile system. And probably the most lasting memory was that of a young man on trial for murder by the name of Kobe. Now, Kobe was an accomplice to the smooth criminal, and even though he never verbalized it to any of the staff, we knew that he had messed up by associating with the wrong people and activity. This one day after a youth event, I noticed Kobe and a rival exchanging words, and I swiftly intervened before things got out of hand. Now, Kobe was trying to downplay the altercation as I walked him back to his dorm, but I told him. I saw the rival make certain hand gestures and call him out, and I recognized what was about to happen, but Kobe flipped the script on me. Man, what? Oh, yeah, you must not know where I'm from, nigga. I'm from Como, Texas, nigga. West side of Murder Worth, Texas, nigga. I go CC on a bitch-ass nigga, man. You think I'm gonna let some weak nigga try me on some weak shit? Man, hell no. And then the young man started unraveling. Yeah, you must not know who I am and what I'm capable of, nigga. I'm going to TYC, nigga. Texas Youth Commission, nigga. My pops is locked up. All my uncles been to prison. These weak-ass niggas in here don't know nothing about that shit. Nigga, I'm going to TYC. Nigga, TYC's going to make me a man. Now, the most ironic thing about this entire incident is that Kobe was having this dramatic outpouring of his heart, all while undressing himself down to his undergarments and walking himself into his cell for bed. When working with troubled teens in the system, you are bound to experience every emotion. But let me scale it back just a little bit. When the kids were cursing me or finding things in my back pocket and clowning me, they were using the superpower of their emotions, and they made an impression on their surrounding environment. When I was there for the young girl who was battling who was battling addiction, or the young man who had lost his mother to a terminal illness, I was using my superpowers to comfort and affect positive change in them. Young Kobe didn't recognize this. He didn't realize this, but he was compelled and driven by an invisible force called a stronghold, which caused him to believe what he believed about his neighborhood, about his upbringing, and about what he thought was going to successfully transform himself into a man. And he used the superpowers of his emotions to express his beliefs as well, and it affected me. It caused me to be in here with you today to help you see the link between a stronghold and your superpowers. Again, humans have the ability to elevate and electrify any message through the usage of their emotions, which are our superpowers. And a stronghold is a place that has been fortified so as to protect it against attack. A place where a particular cause or belief is strongly defended or upheld. If we want to succeed in breaking into the minds of our young people or any group of humans, all that we truly need to do is look within, evaluate the soundness of the strongholds that we possess in our minds, obtain clarity and a pure sense of purpose, and from that place, then we can bring about the change that we wish to see in the world.